to make me the person who's actually calling you at this moment, telling you that I passed this exam.
Mashallah,
I
mashallah.
never ever thought about, uh, getting at least the target. I
Okay,
was not even thinking about above target.
okay.
But you are the one who pushed me toward this. And
Mashallah,
really, I
mashallah.
was shocked when I saw my record because the exam was not easy. It was
Exam,
really tough.
exam was difficult. How
Yeah,
difficult?
it was tough. And from Agile, I received like only three questions,
Okay,
only three.
okay,
Critical path two,
okay,
uh, communication, management plan, like maybe 30 to 40 questions. It
okay.
was really unique to me. For stakeholder engagement, too many questions about stakeholder engagement. If I'm not mistaken, more than 40.
More than
Uh,
40.
More than 40 stakeholder engagement question.
Okay,
Critical path, I received like three questions. Uh, CBI and SBI, four questions.
okay,
They didn't mention anything about leadership except two questions, two scenarios, and both of them the answer was the interpersonal skills, like
okay,
influence.
okay,
What else? Uh, Cost of quality.
okay.
Quality questions, too many.
Too many
I can tell you more than 20 to 25 questions.
from quality.
Uh, yeah, for quality.
Okay. And which
And
type of question was those? Basically questions. Which type of questions were those? Tools and technique. What type?
okay, for quality, I received like three questions talking about cost of quality. The exam was telling you a scenario, and from the scenario itself, you should define what, or you should, identify what kind of cost of quality he's mentioning in the scenario.
Okay.
Uh, Tools and techniques, maybe I can tell you like 10 questions. The exam telling you a scenario, and you need to, and the question asks about what analysis have we done here, or what kind of, let me say, data representation we should use here.
Okay.
So this is about the exam. But believe me, Abu Hania, if you memorize, you will not pass.
If you memorize, you will not pass. That's an important thing.
You, if you understand, and the understanding should be like minimum of
Okay.
80 to 90%
Okay.
of the journeys.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will find it very stressful to you, and you will find yourself in a situation that every single second you look at the watch, and the next second you repeat reading the question.
Okay.
And sometimes from the questions, you learn something new that you missed while you were studying.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Uh,
Mr. Badr,
I am a brilliant
which
guy.
mock which mock was more relevant? Like you did Prepcast 4, 7, and you did also PMI mock and also PM tricks mock. So which mocks were more near to real exam?
Well, total number of questions that I solved exceeded 2,000 questions. I'm talking
Mashallah.
about 10 to 12 mocks that I tried.
Okay.
Uh, there is a mock, I think, tried it, if I'm not mistaken.
Tried it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it.
Yeah.
From that mock, I received some questions. Some
Okay.
questions were exactly the from PM tricks. PM tricks, I solved over 1,300 questions.
Okay.
PM tricks, and I received uh, maybe 6 to 10 questions, and those questions were really identical.
Okay. Okay. That was helpful.
Uh,
That was very helpful. Na? Okay.
yes,
What
from
Prepcast?
from Prepcast, I read the Prepcast. It is a little bit difficult compared with the others, but believe me, if you master the Prepcast, especially 7, then 4, you will be able to solve too many questions without reading other, you know. other books.
So prepcast became the number one thing in clearing the exam, right? If
Yes,
if I could
yes.
say, okay. Anything else you would like to add?
Um, I would say that again, don't memorize, understand the journeys. Uh, every person has his unique experience, unique learning journey, and whatever questions you receive, your colleagues or other aspirants might not receive the same.
True,
So
true.
don't rely on the other experience. Gain that experience, put it in a pool for your reference. So let's use it as a data. That better this time face this kind of questions. X guy he faced that kind of question. So this will be like a knowledge database for you only.
Okay,
But don't rely on the distribution of the questions because yesterday you know that Abu Hania when we talked about agile questions and you asked me to read the agile questions because some of other aspirants were facing like 30 or 32 questions. Today I received like 3 or 4 only.
okay,
So
okay.
everyone has his unique experience. Anyhow, again, Buhania, thanks a lot for your time. And someone taught me about the project management professional certificate a year ago. He actually introduced me to the basics, and he actually taught me the alphabets of project management professional.
Okay,
But I'm the one who took me there.
okay.
And again, I was not, confident enough that I would pass this exam. But with your support, I, enrolled in that exam and I passed it with 4 above target and 1 target.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Badar. And I like I always says you when we were having class, you were one of the best students, person, friends that I have ever met. Like I learned so much while we were in training, and you are like one of the person who are like when we say in the PMP words, what should a sponsor do? You are a sponsor of the projects most of the time. So that's a very different thing when a sponsor clears the exam.
Thank you, Abu Hani. I wish you a
Okay,
pleasant life and all the best. And
thank you.
I'm sure that you will take hundreds of people to the same location. And I'm really confident that even with the new version of PMP, you will be the top among the best of the people there who provide this kind of training.
Thank you.
All wishes to you and have a pleasant night.
Thank you, Mr. Badr. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.